Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Jenna is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Luca. So in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Jenna, how long has it been since you heard from Luca?
It has been a week. I haven't heard anything in a week.
Okay, that's usually the spot where everybody starts to panic a little bit. How many times did you reach out to him in that time?
Probably like once a day. You know, I just usually sent him photos of my dog because that's how we met. Our dog totally hit it off. And at first I was getting like a little bit of feedback, and now just nothing.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the date then.
Well, we met at a dog park. Well, actually, our dogs met first. His golden doodle literally tackled my pug, Beans, and it felt meant to be. And we ended up grabbing coffee after, and I got a lavender oat milk latte, obviously.
Obviously.
And he got like black drip coffee, so I was like, okay, edgy.
You like that, huh?
Intrigued. Yeah. And then so we sat on this cute patio outside and we just talked for like 2 hours about astrology, about oat milk conspiracies, about his tattoo that he swears isn't a moon, but it totally is.
Okay.
Wait, he has a tattoo that he says isn't the moon, but it is?
Yeah, he was trying to say it was like some other edgy kind of niche thing, but I was like, that's literally a moon.
Oh, so it's like Jubal when people are like, that's an artichoke, and you're like, no, the tattoo on my neck is a lotus flower.
But it does look like an artichoke a little bit, so yeah. Okay.
And at one point he literally watched me parallel park and he didn't even judge. So I feel like that's intimacy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in a way. Okay. Like you feel comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. It felt so comfortable and so natural.
Well, then what could have gone wrong?
I truly don't know. At one point, he wiped oat milk foam off of my nose with his finger and he licked it. It just made me feel like he was really into me. Like, I don't know how else to interpret that. Like, it feels like he's into me. He was into it.
He didn't lick it off your nose.
No, he wiped it off of his finger and then licked it off of his finger, which still I'm like,
I would think that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd be a little weirded out if you licked it straight off the nose. So that's all I'm saying.
and yeah, he said at one point of the day, he said, you're really calming to be around. Like, that's not the friend zone. Like, that's future wife in a linen dress energy.
Okay. So what do you think the thing is? Or why do you think you're getting ghosted?
Well, okay. So when he wiped the oat milk off of my nose, I leaned in to kiss his nose. I just felt like since he had licked the foam off my nose with his finger, I just felt it was only right to balance it with like a romantic, like little nose peck. In the moment, it felt really romantic, but the way he reacted was shocked.
Really?
What did he do?
We laughed about it, about how silly it was. I thought I was embarrassed, but I thought we were back on track. But maybe he's still thinking about it. I hope not.
I'm thinking about it. How do you lean in and kiss somebody's nose? I mean, okay.
So you think maybe it was the nose kiss that did it?
That's the only thing I can think of, because other than that, we really vibed. We really did.
Okay.
Did you use tongue on his nose?
No.
Okay.
Is this a peck?
Cool,
Or you
cool,
getting
cool,
on a
cool.
French kiss?
Okay,
Like,
cool.
Nina, that goes too far.
I feel better about that then. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you a second date, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll get your first date follow-up next.
On the podcast Health Stuff, we are tackling all the health questions that keep you up at night.
Yes, I'm Dr. Priyanka Wali, a double board certified physician.
And I'm Hari Kondabolu, a comedian and someone who once Googled, "Do I have scurvy?" at 3 a.m.
On Health Stuff, we're talking about health in a different way.
It's not only about what we can do to improve our health,
but also what our health says about us and the way we're living.
Like our episode where we look at diabetes.
In the United States, 50% of Americans are pre-diabetic.
How preventable is type 2?
Extremely. Or our in-depth analysis of how incredible mangoes are.
Oh, it's hard to explain to the rest of the world that your mangoes are fine because mangoes are incredible, but you don't even know.
You don't know. You don't know. It's going to be a fun ride, so tune in.
Listen to Health Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The forces shaping the world's economies and financial markets can be hard to spot.
Even though they're such a powerful player in finance, you wouldn't really know that you are interacting with them.
And even harder to understand.
Donald Trump's trade war 2.0 is only accelerating the process of de-dollarization, which in a way is jargon for people turning away from the dollar.
That is where the Big Take from Bloomberg podcast comes in, to connect the dots.
How unusual is a deal like this?
Unprecedented.
Every weekday afternoon, we dive deep into one big global business story.
The biggest story of the reaction of the oil market to the conflict in the Middle East is one of what has not happened.
Katie, you told me that ETFs are your favorite thing.
They are.
Explain that. Why is that the case?
And unpack what it means for you.
Our breakfast foods are consistent consumer staples, and so they sort of become outsized indicators of inflation.
Listen to the Big Take from Bloomberg News every weekday afternoon on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey there, Dr. Jesse Mills here. I'm the director of the Men's Clinic at UCLA Health, and I want to tell you about my new podcast called The Mailroom.
And I'm Jordan, the show's producer. And like a lot of guys, I haven't been to the doctor in many years. I'll be asking the questions we probably should be asking, but aren't.
Because guys usually don't go to the doctor unless a piece of their face is hanging off or they've broken a bone.
Depends which bone.
Well, that's true. Every week, we're breaking down the unique world of men's health, from testosterone and fitness to diets and fertility, and things that happen in the bedroom.
You mean sleep?
Yeah, something like that, Jordan. We'll talk science without the jargon and get you real answers to the stuff you actually wonder about.
It's going to be fun, whether you're 27, 97, or somewhere in between.
Men's health is about more than six-packs and supplements. It's about energy, confidence, and connection. We don't just want you to live longer. We want you to live better. So check out The Mailroom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.
Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Jenna is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Luca, so we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her, and maybe get her a second date if she still wants one. But before we do that, Jenna, why don't you break down your date for us again real quick?
Well, our dogs had to meet cute in the park. We hit it off. We absolutely vibed, so we went to get coffee and talked for 2 hours about everything under the sun, really. And the craziest part is that I had oat milk foam on my nose, and he wiped it off with his finger and licked it. And I think I'm getting ghosted, so I'm just confused.
Because that would be I'm into you moment. I'm not licking foam off of my finger if I don't like you.
Exactly.
And you think you might be getting ghosted because at the end of the date, you kissed his nose.
To balance the nose action.
There was one awkward moment. I was trying to roll with the whole, kissing the nose thing, and so I kissed his nose, and it was awkward. But we laughed it off. And so I'm hoping it's not that. But that's the only thing I can think of.
What base is nose action? That's funny.
Nose action. Yeah, not a lot of first dates have nose action, so that's a pretty good date. All right, you ready for us to call him?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Luca, please?
This is he. Who's this?
Hey, Luca, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Luca. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victorious.
Hey.
And my name's Jubal. How are you?
What's up?
I'm all right. So there's three of you guys?
Yeah. You listen to the show ever?
Yeah. I've listened to you guys before. I mean, it's just kind of weird that you guys are calling me.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, we're calling you today because we got an email about you from somebody.
Okay. A good email or like a bad? Or like what kind of email?
Yeah, it's a great email, actually. But we do a segment called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them.
Okay.
So we got an email about you from somebody that you're ghosting.
Okay.
Do you know who that would be?
I got a guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, take a guess.
I mean, is it Jenna, the lavender latte girl?
Yes, it is Jenna.
Lavender latte?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, do you mind telling us why you're ghosting her?
I mean, she was just kind of weird, you know? Like, I mean, be unique, fine, you know, but like she brought a crystal to the coffee date. Like like a literal amethyst and sat it on the table so it needed to charge. And then she proceeded to give me like a 12-minute speech about...
It's time for your second date update. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning, and today's second date update sounds like it should be on a police blotter somewhere.
Really?
Crime was committed, blood was spilled, and the cops were almost called.
Wow.
But through it all, a seed of romance was planted. Could it be the start of an incredible love story? Or the start of an incredible murder investigation? I guess you'll find out in your second date update right now.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
There are two letters that are guaranteed to make every date more exciting. I'm not talking about S&M. Those letters work as well, but I'm talking about a little B&E, a little breaking and entering.
Oh, what?
That's right.
What?
That is the way to spice up any date. And that's what happened to Maria on her first date, and that's why she thinks she might not be getting a call back today, because she broke into a house on her first date. What's up, Maria?
Hello.
How are you?
Are you a criminal right now?
No, it's not what you think. It was my own house.
Oh, that's what criminals always say.
Yep, you just stopped at a house. You're like, oh, I promise that's my stuff. I got to get my TV out of there real quick. But your email said that you think you might not be getting a call back because you had to break into your own house?
Yeah, I mean, it was a whole thing. Do you want to know what happened?
Yeah, first off, tell me about the guy. How'd you meet him?
Well, I met him on Bumble.
Oh, yeah. I've heard good things about Bumble. I have a couple of girlfriends using it.
Yeah, it's nice because the girls have to start the conversation first.
Mm-hmm.
And you only have 24 hours to do it, so it's kind of like all or nothing, you know?
It's like Tinder, but you don't have a bunch of pervy dudes hitting you up nonstop, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you kind of eliminate the pervy dude situation. And he seemed pretty cool, and we ended up actually talking on the phone, which people don't do anymore.
Right.
And he seemed really smart, and he had a really cute laugh. And so he asked me if I'd like to go out to dinner, and
you were like, hell no, let's break into a house. That sounds way more fun.
Yeah, I actually offered that, but he was like, nah, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
So you guys agreed to go out to dinner. How'd that go?
Well, he came to my house to pick me up,
Mm-hmm.
and I got out to the car, and I realized that I didn't have my keys.
Oh, no. That's a worse feeling.
So this is where the breaking and entering comes in.
Is your house easy to break into?
Oh, no, of course not. So I walked up hoping that the door would be open still, but I'd locked the handle.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried all the windows, tried all the doors, and we ended up having to break one of the windows to get in.
What?
How long did this take you?
It was a little over an hour.
Oh, jeez. That's a great start to your date.
Why did you have to do it right then? Why didn't you say, like, hey, I'll call a locksmith, let's go out, have our dinner, and then when we get back, maybe we can schedule a locksmith to meet us?
Well, yeah, when you say it that way, it sounds really smart, but for some reason that's just not what we did.
It's just one of those moments you're like, screw it, we got to get in there right now. Break a window.
Right, yeah.
Did you break the window or did he break the window?
He broke the window.
Like a gentleman does.
Right. He found a rock and chucked it at the window and broke it.
Oh my gosh. So did you end up getting into the house after the broken window? Please tell me you did.
Yes, thankfully my cat was okay. She wasn't anywhere near the window. And then, like, I mean, it was really dangerous, but he climbed in the window then.
Oh, man.
Yeah, really sweet and nice of him to do. Here's the best part, though, guys. He got in, and he unlocked the door, and I got in, and then I spent like 15 minutes searching the house, only to realize that my keys were in my purse the whole time.
Are you serious?
That sucks.
You didn't dump your purse out before you spent over an hour trying to break into your own house.
I mean, I swear I looked in there like 2 or 3 times and they were not there.
What was his reaction to that?
I mean, I just kind of tried to play it off. Like, it was funny, right? That's funny.
I would have had a laugh at it. I mean, I could see it being a funny situation, especially on a first date.
Right. I mean, that's one of those things that you're like, you know, when we're married, we're going to look back at this and be like, oh, gosh, remember when Maria left her keys in the house?
You didn't say that to him, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I just said, oh, gosh, sorry.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Because I was going to say, if you drop the married thing on him, that might be the reason he's not getting back to you.
No, I swear I didn't use the word marriage.
Okay.
So were you able to salvage the day at all?
Well, at that point, we'd spent pretty much our entire date trying to break into my house. And he'd cut himself a little bit on the window.
Of course.
Not bad. Like, he didn't need stitches or anything.
Oh, my
but
gosh.
we just kind of decided to call it, and we said that we would meet up sometime next week for a real date.
So he was bleeding after spending an hour outside your home.
Yeah, kind of waste your appetite, I think.
Did you guys ever meet up?
No.
Really? That was the last you saw of him?
Yeah. So I texted him a couple times, and one time he didn't respond, and then another time he was like, yeah, you know, we'll catch up sometime. I'm just really bogged down with everything at work right now. But
Do you really think that he wouldn't be calling you back just because you guys had to break into your house and you forgot your keys?
I don't know. I mean, it seemed like we had fun with it, you know, and we made light of the situation, and I totally assumed that he would hang out with me again. And so I'm just having a hard time understanding if that's really what it was or if there's something else.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Maria is on the phone with us. She had a very interesting first date with a guy named Aaron. They spent the whole date breaking into her house. She thought that she forgot her keys when he came to pick her up. She searched everywhere. Ultimately, it ended with him breaking a window, crawling inside, cutting himself, and then opening up the door, only for her to find out that the keys were actually in her purse the whole time.
Oopsies.
That's the only reason you can think of, Maria. Nothing else on your date. No other reason why he wouldn't be calling you back.
There was nothing else that happened that I have been able to think of.
When he left, he said, I want to reschedule this.
Yeah, I mean, I said, let's hang out again, and he said, okay, great.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, so it seems like he wanted to see you again. Well, he did cut his hand on your window. Maybe he got an infection and is no longer with us.
Oh, no.
Could have happened.
God, I hope not.
Well, we'll find out right now. I'm going to dial his phone number, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for Aaron.
Yeah, that's me. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, Aaron? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you've heard of the show?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the segment we do called the Second Date Update?
No, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You're going to get very familiar with it because you're a part of a Second Date Update now.
What?
It's a segment we do on our show where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back afterwards, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask what went wrong. So a girl named Maria emailed us about you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the excited voice, right?
Yeah. She told us a little bit about your date. Didn't sound like much of a date, just breaking into her house basically when you came to pick her up.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that did happen.
But she also said that you're not calling her back, and at the end of that experience, you guys had sort of made plans to go out again.
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's really a great fit, you know? Like it seems like I don't know, I don't want to be mean, but it just seems like it would be kind of hard to actually date her.
Oh.
Why is that?
I don't know. It feels like we're on different levels, if that makes any sense.
Is it because you had to break into her house because she forgot her keys that were actually in her purse?
No, it's not that at all. That was actually pretty great. I don't get to break a lot of windows. That was really fun.
Oh, so you did think that part, well, the only part really of your whole date, you had a good time with her.
Yeah. If every girl wanted me to break into her house, I would totally be fine with that. That's a fun adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like an exciting time.
I thought the blood would definitely be like, well, I cut myself and I'm leaving.
Oh, it was super minor, and she had bandage. It was not a big deal.
Okay.
So then what's the reason that you're not calling her back? Why don't you feel like you're on the same level or whatever you said?
Well, so while we were around like one of the sides of her house trying to find a window to get into, we were talking. We were trying to have salvage a date out of this.
Right.
And this is the first time we've talked in person, so we were chatting,
So
and
you're having first date get to know me conversation over trying to jimmy a window open to get into a house.
yeah, we're just making small talk or whatever. So we're talking about TV shows that we're watching, and we both love Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Which is my favorite show. I'm not going to spoil anything, but we were talking about it, and she said something that seemed kind of weird early on. She just said, it's weird that 1,000 years ago people had to worry about getting eaten by dragons.
But she was joking, right? I mean, that was being
That's
silly.
what I thought. So I laughed. I thought that was funny. And she heard me laughing, and she was like, what? Dragons are bad. Just like that. Just like that.
Okay,
So she
still
thought
funny,
dragons were real.
At this point, I don't know what she's thinking. Is this some sort of is she messing with me? Is this some test? Will you break a window? Do you think that I think dragons are real? It's all some elaborate first date test, And so I don't know. So I'm I'm sort of feeling it out, and I laugh, and I think we're having an okay time,
Mm-hmm.
and she keeps talking about what this time period would have been like to live in, not this universe, this time period. She actually said Game of Thrones is my favorite period piece.
So maybe she just used the wrong wording. There's no way she actually thinks it's a reenactment from real life.
As far as I can tell, she doesn't think there were cameras there, obviously. She thinks it's based on a true story, like that.
No.
But then she got into how it's weird that wizards and witches just aren't around as much anymore. They sort of disappeared.
At any time did you explain to her that Game of Thrones is made up and it's not a documentary?
Look, man, if she thinks that's true, then I don't want to break her heart. I don't want to crush her and tell her about the terrible world. And if she's messing with me, I don't want to admit that I'm fooled. There's no win situation.
Yeah, I guess you're screwed. Hey, Aaron, I do want to let you know, though, that you might have crushed her.
What do you mean?
I mean that she's actually on the other line listening to this conversation, and
Excuse
she
me?
might have just found out that Game of Thrones is not real. Maria, are you still there?
I'm not stupid. I know that Game of Thrones isn't real. It's not a documentary, but it's based on true events.
I mean, I hope you're messing with me. I hope that this is just a really good joke.
No, it's like the Renaissance, that stuff. It's like that show Vikings, what are you trying to say, that Vikings aren't real?
Vikings are real. They existed. Dragons did not exist.
Well, they don't exist anymore because humans killed them.
What are you talking about, Maria?
Are you guys screwing with me? Are you all in on this prank?
No, we're not at all. I promise you, Maria wanted to call you to find out what went wrong on the date.
I should have known with the window you guys were that somebody was setting me up. This whole thing.
No, this is not a setup. I promise you. Maria, do you really think that dragons existed?
They did. I read history books about them.
Sci-fi and history books are not the same thing.
That's what I'm not dumb, guys. Like, I know that the Game of Thrones story is dramatized, but like dragons actually existed in the Renaissance. You can read about it, and like witchcraft and wizardry was a thing.
Well, that part's true.
Sort of.
I don't know which books you're reading, Maria, but I want to read them.
It's in tons of books, and you can start by reading the Bible because it's got all of that.
Wow.
All right.
I know that they exist, and I have proof. You don't even have to read the books. Like, I'll send you the Wikipedia link that I found, and you can read it yourself.
So you're serious? You really believe this?
100%. I believe with all my heart that dragons used to exist, and I'm afraid that they'll come back.
Oh my God, you guys! Science is not a belief system.
It's the Bible. Read it.
Are there dragons in the Bible?
Well, Maria, what do you think about that being the reason that Aaron's not calling you back, because he disagrees with you on the whole dragons being real thing?
I don't like the tone of this whole thing because it feels like everyone's making fun of me, but Aaron is the ignorant one.
I'm not making fun of you, Maria. I haven't read what you've read, and I'm not as educated as you on the subject, so I can't claim to know anything about dragons.
No, Jubal.
Well, you should do that because it's an interesting subject.
Okay, I will. At this point, I would like to ask Aaron, though, real quick. Aaron, would you like to go on a second date with Maria? We will pay for it.
I mean, at this point, I don't know if she wants to go on a second date with me, but I'm kind of curious where this goes.
Are you being serious?
You hear that, Maria?
You want to go out with her again?
She's fun.
Dude.
You know what? Like, I'm up for it. You know, like, you only get one chance in life to have this kind of fun, right?
Oh, my God.
Maria, would you like to go out with Aaron again?
Yeah.
You guys can hash out the whole Game of Thrones thing in person.
If Aaron is open to hearing me out and reading my books, then yes, I would consider going out with him again.
Yes.
Aaron, can you promise to go into this next date with Maria with an open mind about dragons?
Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations, Maria. You got your second date.
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
No, Maria, thank you. Thank you for today's phone call. That was awesome.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A lot of people are texting in at 78592 saying that dragons do exist and we're all wrong.
Oh, God.
What is going on? My mind is starting to hurt.
I don't know if I should be more scared that dragons might actually exist because they're scary, or I should be scared that people actually believe dragons exist. We're talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Maria wanted to call Aaron. They spent their entire first date breaking into Maria's house because she thought that she forgot her keys. Aaron ended up getting his hand all cut up by smashing a window, only to find out that Maria's keys were in her purse the whole time. And when we got him on the phone, he said that while they were trying to get into her house, they were talking about Game of Thrones, and she legit believes that Game of Thrones is real and dragons were real.
Mm-hmm.
She said she even has proof of this, and that we're all closed-minded and ignorant for not believing that dragons actually used to fly around the world and burn people with their fire breath.
Yeah. Wow. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
also, you guys know Stranger Things is real,
hey,
too.
you know what?
Oh,
I
yeah.
got a couple potions that I could sell her that will protect her from those fire-breathing dragons.
She will buy
if
them.
she needs them, she should call me.
Surprisingly, Aaron actually wanted to go out with her again, though, despite her crazy history lessons.
Well, maybe he can actually educate her.
Yeah.
I think that this could be a good thing
Or
for
he knows
everyone.
that she's super crazy, and crazy people are always good in bed. So
Oh,
that's what he's excited about. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A listener named Jake is on the phone today for a second date update, and in his email, he said that there was a strict no-talking policy for their first date.
What?
So
how does that work?
it sounds like an amazing date. Like, I wish they would do that on more first dates. So I don't know what went wrong. What's up, Jake? How are you?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good. So there's a no-talking policy on your first date?
Yeah, I mean, it's partially because it was like bad research, on my part, but it ended up being kind of cool. So hear me out.
Okay. Before we get into that, what's her name, by the way?
Kelly.
Kelly. all right.
Kelly's not like a mute, and this phone call is going to go not very well because she won't be able to talk to us either, right?
Oh, she can talk, but she's not talking to me. I mean, I wish she could talk. But that's why I'm coming to you guys.
Yeah, okay.
good
So hopefully
point.
we can get her to talk to you again. Tell us about how you met her.
We met online,
Okay.
and you hit it off right away. And what was really popped out to me is like she liked music. She liked to see live music and stuff like that. So I thought, oh, this would be great.
Okay, that's awesome. I mean, are you the one that initiated the date?
Yeah, I asked her, and then she agreed to a first date.
Sweet. And what were you feeling when you were arriving at the date for the first time?
I mean, I was really excited. I think she was going to love it. I picked this jazz club that had this jazz band playing.
Cool.
That I thought would be really cool. I know she's going to like it because she likes live music, and I've never been to this jazz club before. So it was going to be kind of a new experience for me as well. So, I mean, win-win.
Okay. Do you both like jazz?
Yeah, that was the other thing that was on her profile, that she liked jazz music. And
So she was 70, right? You're dating a 70-year-old?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Okay, and how did it all start? I mean, what was it like between you two in person?
Seeing her in person, she, absolutely stunning. I was so excited. And when we got in, I had this table set aside. It was like really close to the band, so we like get the whole experience. And we sit down, we order our drinks, and we start talking, and I'm getting these dirty looks from people around me. And even one person like shushes me from behind. And I actually look, there's a card on the table that says no talking during play. So they had this policy and they enforced it where you couldn't talk while the band was playing.
That's intense.
Yeah. And I was like, oh no, I just invited this girl to this first date and we can't even talk to each other.
Like I said, that sounds fabulous, but I don't think most people would like that.
I started to freak out a little bit, but we get our drinks and there was cocktail napkins. And so she started writing questions on the cocktail napkin. And I would answer them.
That's really cute. It's like high school math class all over again, passing notes back and forth.
Yeah, and it actually worked. And we went back and forth and we ended up filling up both sides, all quarters of this cocktail napkin, every little inch with questions and answers. And it was a little awkward because there was some times I couldn't really read her handwriting. But, that happens at a bar anyway. If it's really loud, you can't always hear the person, but you sometimes answer just in case.
Right.
Right, totally.
Did it go well? I mean, were you guys hitting it off based on your written conversation?
Yeah, we were. And it was interesting because it was like talking online, only in person. So you could see her reactions to reading what you were writing. And it was really cool. And the music was great. And we had a great time. Nice. Afterwards, we were like, let's do this more. And so I invited her over to my place so we could actually talk. And she agreed.
Oh, that's cool. So, I mean, you guys learned enough about each other via cocktail napkins to feel comfortable enough to go back to your place.
Yeah.
Did you guys kiss at the end of the night?
It was like one of those little pecks. It wasn't like a real like intimate thing,
Okay.
That's interesting that you would go back to your place and not make out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird. When she was there at my place, it was a little awkward. I couldn't really figure out why. It's just the energy wasn't right. I was like actually thinking of like maybe we should just break out some more napkins and just write on them and just keep that vibe going for the night.
Maybe she liked your penmanship more than the way you actually speak. Who knows?
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Have you tried to ask her out again?
Yeah, sure. And it's never worked out, like, timing-wise for us to schedule something. And I think that she's kind of avoiding it.
Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Okay. And before I just want to let you know that, like, no matter how this works out, I actually kind of kept the napkin. If anything that happens from this, it's just like a really cool memento to have about like a night that was really cool.
Yeah, for your scrapbooking, I guess. All right.
That's sweet.
We'll get your second date update right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update. And if you're just joining us, Jake is on the phone and he wants to call a girl named Kelly. They went out to a jazz club for their first date, but I guess it was kind of awkward because they had a strict no talking policy. So they spent most of the evening writing notes to each other back and forth on cocktail napkins. They did go back to his place after, talked a little bit. He got like a peck on the lips and then she left, and she's definitely been blowing him off. Jake, I think maybe part of the reason that you're not getting a call back is because you're too much of a rule follower. Whoa. You know?
Maybe, like, I tried to do everything,
No, but I mean, like, you go to that place with a no talking policy and then you listen to their rules like a bad boy, the kind of girl that guys like, or the kind of guy that girls like. would have saw that rule and instantly just jumped up on stage, grabbed a trumpet, and pulled his pants down, started playing it with his butt. That's the type of bad dude that ladies like, you know?
Yeah, the butt trumpets
Someone
get us
who
every time. I mean,
disrupt the jazz club with their butt, and that's why I think you're not getting a call back.
I kind of envy the people that can do that. I don't know about playing with my butt, but
Yeah, that's a true talent, though, Jake. I mean, if she loves music.
Yeah. We'll get her on the phone in a second and find out if that's the reason, but I'm guessing that probably is it.
Totally.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe. That has never crossed my mind, though.
Yeah, I don't think it's crossed most people's mind. I actually feel bad for you, man. Like, you kept the cocktail napkin because you wanted it to be a love memento. You obviously saw this going somewhere.
Absolutely. I think it's something cool to have that, like, this is our first date, you know?
Totally. Well, I hope it goes well for you. I do.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if it doesn't, always take up playing the trumpet with your butt, and then your next dates will always be successful. All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kelly?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. I'm good. What's going on with you?
Not much, just doing a radio show and thought we'd call you.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. You said you're with a radio show, and what do you need?
Yes, Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, that's the name of the show. And we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after that date, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, huh?
We did.
From who?
His name is Jake.
Oh, him?
Yes, him. The dude you went to like a jazz club with?
Yeah.
Yeah. He emailed us, told us that he really liked going out with you, told us about your date, and he also said that it seems like you don't want to go out with him again, so he wants to know why.
Okay, you said it seems like I don't want to go out with him again. I'm going to clarify and say that I don't want to go out with him again.
Oh, that's a strong sentiment.
Okay. Can you tell us why?
You know, it was just a really disappointing night. I was really optimistic.
Were you hoping he would have played a trumpet with his butt?
What? That doesn't make any sense to her.
No idea what that means.
Yeah, don't worry about that comment. Anyway, why was it disappointing?
Okay, I don't know what you guys know, but we went to a jazz bar and...
Yeah, he told us that. He said you guys couldn't talk because there was like a no talking policy, so you wrote notes. And he thought that that actually was a good thing. Like you guys bonded over that and thought it was funny and stuff.
Totally. It was, I mean, that was really fun. It was really cute. And then, you know, I was feeling good about the night, about him. And then we went back to his place and he made me a drink. And then he wanted to give me a grand tour of his place.
Uh-oh. Does he have something creepy in his house? We've heard that a lot on these second date updates.
So, I mean, he kind of took me around to like the normal stuff, you know, like the kitchen, living room, whatever, showing me the place. And then we went into this one room and there were glowing sticker stars on the ceiling and there were trophies on the wall and there were bunk beds. And I thought, oh my God, like, do you have a kid?
Right.
And he said no and started laughing and said that it was his room and that him and his roommate sleep in bunk beds because they want to save money because rent is expensive. And it's not only him and his roommate in the bunk bed, but the whole apartment, which is a one-bedroom, by the way, houses 4 people.
What?
And some of the other people are sleeping on like a pull-out couch or on an air mattress because they all want to save money.
Well, I mean, you kind of got to understand that. Like, rent is insane. That seems pretty extreme, but...
Right. I mean, like, I'm all about, you know, finding ways to save your money, but I don't know if this is the right fit for me.
You're not trying to date a dude with bunk beds that stares at glowing stars on his ceiling?
And, this is the other thing, is that he said, oh, well, my roommates aren't going to be back for another hour, so we can do stuff.
Did he mean, like, obviously you think he was implying sexual stuff?
I mean, most likely, but...
Who knows? He's got bunk beds and stars on his ceilings. He might have meant Legos. He might have bought a new Lego city or something you guys could have built.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not the type of man that I see myself dating because this apparently is a man-child, 12-year-old bedroom.
How do you know? I mean, okay, the stars are one thing, but what if he's just really good with money and he's budgeting and he's saving for something? Like, I don't know. I feel like you're passing a lot of judgment.
I mean, I have priorities, and I think, dating someone who's sleeping on a bunk bed with his roommate underneath. Like, I'm not really trying to spend the night over there.
Yeah. So, but
It
don't
could be
you
a secret
have
millionaire.
Yeah. I mean,
You
like,
know?
Jubal's right. Like, don't you have a place that you can bring him back to?
Sure, but I also like going to other places. Like, you know, like all the other men I've dated at least have their own room, let alone their own bed.
Well, he has his own bed.
It's just on top of another.
Yeah,
bed.
it's just.
Yeah, it's on top of his buddy's bed.
Yeah, I'm not into it, so I don't really know what else to tell you.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you told us everything you need to tell us. I do need to tell you something, though. Jake is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
No, he's not.
Yep, he is. Jake, you there?
Yeah. Hey, I don't get it.
Hi,
Are you serious? Like, are you judging me for?
dude.
I
Sorry.
want to save money. I live in this bachelor pad with roommates. It's how we, get by.
Yo, I don't know if I would call this a bachelor pad. Your bunk bed has a slide.
Dude, that's kind of awesome. Sorry to interrupt, but.
Yeah, it's totally awesome. You didn't even go down it once. Just because we're older doesn't mean that we can't have fun in our own room.
Jake, that's a kid thing. They have those bunk beds with slides. As an adult man, you should have a more appropriate bed.
Well, I mean, if you need me to take the slide off, I totally can. It's easy. It's just plastic.
Yeah, that's not what I meant.
The bunk bed is a really great idea. We can stay in one room. Past girlfriends I've had actually like it because it, we actually have to sleep closer and cuddle. You know what I mean? And it's been really great.
Yeah, cuddling with you, me, and then your roommate below us.
But my roommate is a really heavy sleeper. He won't wake up for anything.
Yeah. You can go up and down that slide all night long. He won't even know.
I didn't even talk to you when I was there about the whole star thing on your ceiling. Like, what is that even for?
I'm on the top bunk. It helps me read at night.
What do you mean it helps you read?
Yeah, it glows for the first hour after I turn off the lights, and I can still read.
Those are not
Wow.
bright enough to read by. Nice try, though. That was a good try.
Okay, so what? I think they're cool looking.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There's the answer.
I just think that I should be judged on the time that we had and the connection that we had on that night, and not on just like a piece of furniture that I have.
Yeah, he still saved up his allowance so you guys could go to that jazz club. Right, Kelly?
I mean, you've got to understand from her point of view. I don't think it's necessarily just about the furniture. It's that, you're sharing a room with a dude still.
Here's the thing. I've been saving a lot of money doing this,
Yeah.
and I have goals what to do with that money. I'm actually going to buy a condo in the next 5 years.
So there you go, Kelly. He's not going to permanently be living in that bunk bed. I mean, the bunk bed might go to the condo, but who knows? But,
So, Jake, you're telling me that I should trust you because you're saving money to buy a condo that maybe you'll get in 5 years.
Exactly. It's going to be a really nice condo, too.
How many roommates will you have in your condo?
Hopefully just one. Hopefully it's going to be you, Kelly.
all right. Well, Kelly, would you like to go out on a second date with Jake? We will pay for it. And who knows, one day you could be living in a condo with Jake with a bunk bed with a slide.
I'm going to decline this one, but thank you so much.
Are you sure?
Not even a second chance?
There are some things that I prioritize in my dating life, and bunk beds is not one of them.
Okay.
I guess I don't want to go out with someone who's going to just judge me for the furniture I have in my house.
Sorry, I'm judging you, and honestly, I think that the rest of the girls that you're going to meet in the rest of your life are going to judge you as well, and that's just kind of how it is.
Ouch, burn.
Sorry, Jake. No second date. But hey, one day you'll have that condo. And
I
then,
will.
Yeah, you will. And when you get that condo, ditch the bunk bed, all right?
I guess note taken.
Go with the race car bed for that one. It's your own bed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I'm 40 years old and I would love to have a slide on my bed that I can actually use. She needs to stop being so stuck up. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Jake wanted to call a girl named Kelly. She wasn't calling him back because apparently he has like a kid's bed.
Yeah.
In a kid's bedroom, bunk bed with a slide and everything else. He tried to explain that he has 3 roommates and they sleep on bunk beds in order to save money. And he claims that he's saving to buy a condo in 5 years.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Sounds more just like he enjoys kicking it with his friends in his
Okay.
place and sliding down a slide from his bunk bed and looking at the little stars that he's stuck on the ceiling.
It's amazing how many people are hating on her.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, and I defended the guy too, but I don't know that I would date a guy that was
Yeah.
sleeping in a bunk bed.
I could date
either.
a girl on a bunk
Yeah.
bed.
They did not go out again. Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know how the old saying goes, don't dip your wiener in the company pen holders.
Nope. Nobody puts wiener in that saying.
Don't give your wiener to a coworker.
No, it's don't dip your pen in the company
In the
ink.
company...
Wiener.
Oh, ink. That's weird. I don't know.
I'm the weird one.
Am I saying it wrong? I don't know. Anyway, Julian is on the phone today for a second date update. His email said that he met the girl who he wants to call today at work. So I'm guessing it's a coworker or something. Julian, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So you're trying to dip your wiener in the pen ink,
Oh, right, enough.
right? Is that what this is about?
No, it's not at all.
Okay.
Thank God,
Tell us a little
Julian.
bit about the girl that you want to call today. She's a coworker?
Well, she's not a coworker. She came in purchasing supplies at the office that I work at. So I guess she's kind of a client coworker.
Nice.
Okay.
Seal the deal there.
Customer. So did you ask her out while she came in to deal with, like...
Well, no, because I think that's unprofessional. Basically what happened is she came in and she was working with me, or I was working for her, however you want to say it. I didn't want to cross the line, I guess. And then she ended up coming back because she hadn't got her parking ticket validated in the lot.
And then you validated it with your wiener.
Oh, my God. Enough with
Am
the
I
wiener.
right? Or am I right?
No. I validated it and then had a nice conversation with her when I walked her out to the lot.
Okay, well, where's the wiener come into this thing? I haven't heard anything about a wiener yet.
No, there was no wiener involved in the validation. Anyways, I asked her if she would like to get dinner on Friday night, and she said she would, and I got her number, and I called her, and we went to dinner.
What's her name, by the way?
Christina.
Christina, and how was dinner with Christina?
Dinner was good. I mean, I feel like we had a lot of chemistry, and I like veal, and not everybody likes veal. And she wanted the veal, too. So we ended up ordering the same thing, which I thought was kind of a cool thing. And dinner went good.
You guys both ordered veal. In other words, you're both fans of slaughtering baby calves. I like that about both of you. Seems nice.
That's not what I think about when I'm eating veal. I like the way veal tastes. I'm not worrying about the process.
Oh, that's why I like it. I picture the whole thing go on while I'm eating
Not
veal.
why I like it. Not why I like it at all.
Oh.
Actually, you're making me like it a lot less by giving me that story.
So if dinner went well and everything else, why do you think she's not calling you back?
You know, I don't know. I mean, there were a couple things. Now I'm trying to run the night through my head and like, did I do something wrong? Did I have, my fly open or my food in my face or how I ate?
There's the fly open.
There's the wiener.
The wiener. I knew it.
It all
I could
comes
tell
back
just
to the
talking
wiener.
to you that you're a wiener guy. I knew it.
Yeah, you're right. How you figured me out? Oh my God. But realistically, the only things that I think that could have possibly not gone well, I did have to take a work call, which I don't like to have to take work calls if I'm on a date, but I was expecting a client to call, so I had to walk away.
Did you tell her at the beginning of the night that was going to happen?
I did not tell her that I was expecting a call, but when I got back, I said, hey, this was an important job call. I had to take it.
Well,
And
did you leave her stranded by herself for like a half an hour while you were on some conference call or something?
Well, no, I stayed at the table for a minute and then walked away, but it was no more than 15 minutes long. I mean, and she had an appetizer and some wine, so...
Okay, so it wasn't. I have a hard time thinking that would be the reason not to call you back if you're like, hey, sorry, it's an important work call.
Yeah, me too. And then the only other thing, I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to say the restaurant, but veal is a particular type of food. And if you like veal, you like veal. But I thought that it was okay. And I kind of was like, oh, how's your veal? And she's like, oh, it's great, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, she's asked me. And I was like, it's all right. It's okay. And maybe, I don't know, maybe she thought I was being hypercritical or a snob about the food, but I wasn't. I was just giving my honest opinion.
Honestly, I think both would be a red flag for me. Like, obviously, if a guy's taking a call in the middle of a Friday night date, he's going to be putting work in front of me our entire relationship.
Wow.
I mean,
how girls think.
I'm
huh?
just saying, like,
Wait. But first off, you have to understand, she's in the same business. She knows that I'm in sales.
yeah, but she wasn't taking a call during the dinner.
Because she's a buyer, she's not a seller.
She's not as important as I am.
I see. My bad.
So how did-
No, she understands that sales, there are other time zones, there's other people that are working at different hours, where when you're buying, you're not as, I don't want to say in demand, but sometimes you have to answer the phone when you're selling, because if you don't, you lose out on the sale, then you lose out on money, and then you can't afford the dinner.
I think a red flag would be taking your wiener out at the dinner table, like you said you did earlier.
Okay, for the record, I didn't take out my wiener for any portion of the date, not during dinner or after or anything.
All right. So when we call her and ask why she's not calling you back.
She's not going to say that, I'm
Okay.
sure.
All right. How did everything end with her?
You know, I kind of went in for a kiss, and I kind of got more of a handshake, hug kind of thing. But it was a first date, so...
Was it awkward?
I don't think it was awkward. It was. It wasn't like I was like an inch from her lips and she, stuck her hand to me. It was, I was kind of coming in kind of to like hug, kiss, and she kind of put her hand up a little bit. So it was, that's all.
So she shut you down.
No, it wasn't a shutdown. It was just.
That wasn't a shutdown? Sure sounds like a shutdown to me if you go for a kiss and you get a handshake.
Hand to the face.
Have you heard anything from her since your date?
No, I called her once and I've texted her 3 times.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Julian is on the phone with us, and today he wants to call a girl named Christina. And Julian claims that he wasn't shut down at the end of the date when he went in for a kiss and she shook his hand instead. He still says that wasn't him getting shut down. But in my definition of getting shut down, that is probably the best way to describe it.
Listen, I didn't get shut down. I went in for a kiss. You know what? It was a professional date. It was a work thing, so it wasn't appropriate. I understand, but I didn't get shut down.
Either way, I think you got shut down.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to get her on the phone and see why she's not calling you back. Here we go. I'm dialing the phone number right now.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Christina, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Christina, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
Okay. Why are you calling me? What is this?
I'm calling you because one of our listeners asked if I could get you on the phone to ask you a few questions.
Okay, that's really weird.
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. So you recently went out on a date with a dude named Julian.
Okay.
And Julian emailed us and said that you haven't been responding to any of his text messages or phone calls. So he thought maybe we could get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling Julian back.
All right.
He told us how you met. You're like a client where he works, and he asked you out, and he said you guys went out to dinner and had a pretty fun time.
That's what he told you.
Yes.
Good time?
So you didn't have a good time.
I wouldn't call it that, no.
Okay, what was wrong with it then? Because according to him, everything was great. He thought maybe he seemed like a food snob to you because he disagreed with you on the veal that you guys ordered.
Yeah, he definitely has a very refined palate. That's one way to put it.
Okay.
He
also said that he took a phone call in the middle of the date.
Yeah, he did. It was a little rude.
Okay. Yeah, I could see how that would upset you.
I mean, that wasn't even the worst part of the date.
What was the worst part then?
I mean, he's a very smooth sales guy, but he's kind of got this seething anger underneath all of it.
Did you say seething? He was seething anger underneath his charismatic salesman personality?
I mean, yeah, that's literally the best adjective I can pick to describe it, seething anger.
What happened? Because when he described the date to us, he didn't say anything about anger or being pissed off or anything.
He's a very, very picky person and a very shallow person and quite rude, actually.
What did he do?
I mean, for example, he was
super picky about the wine. I ordered red wine, and it was brought to me, I guess, in a white wine glass, and he got extremely upset, and he turned it away and made them bring it back.
Oh, Is he one of those a-holes at the restaurant that, like, acts like he owns the place when he's somewhere and that nothing's good enough for him?
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly. Like, he went to the bathroom, and when he came back, he was in this huge huff, and he says, there's no more f***ing paper towels in the bathroom. This is a fancy restaurant and an establishment, and people should be refilling these paper towels. And he was going on and on about this tiny, insignificant thing that...
How dare they?
Oh, my gosh.
It is annoying when they don't have paper towels. I will say that. But I don't know if I'd ever get that pissed off about it.
It's not angry. It's annoying.
It happens.
Yeah.
The absolute worst part of the entire night, that paper towel thing wasn't even it. I mean, he completely dressed down the waiter and just disrespected him when we were leaving. And as he's leaving, he says, I paid $40 for a piece of veal I wouldn't feed to my dead grandmother.
What?
And he says, oh, you're lucky I don't come back and burn this place down to the ground. And I was like...
Did I hear you correctly? He threatened to burn the place down?
He did. He threatened to burn it to the ground.
He said that to the waiter?
I'm 100% serious. That was the comment of the night.
I've complained to restaurants before, but I've never threatened to burn them down.
Kill everyone
Yeah,
here.
I will destroy this place.
Did he realize what he was saying, or did he act like this is just normal banter at a restaurant?
No, he knew exactly what he was saying. When we were leaving the restaurant, he turned to me, and then his attitude completely changed, and he made it sound like I had been suffering, and I was the victim, and that everything was absolutely horrible, and... it was things I didn't really care. It was so insignificant.
In his mind, he must have been standing up for you.
Yeah, I really want him to stand up for me and burn down the restaurant we were eating at.
Some girls would be thankful for that. Some girls would be like, what a man.
Chivalry is
Yes, he's a true gentleman. He threatened to burn down a restaurant in my honor.
I know, it was really ridiculous. So, I said goodnight, and I'm going to leave it at that.
That's understandable,
Yeah,
I guess.
I'd want to get out of there
Yeah.
as soon as possible.
Threats of arson on a first date usually aren't a good thing.
I don't want to talk to that ass ever again.
Well, that's a shame because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Christina. I wasn't angry. I was standing up for you. I was standing up for having good service at a restaurant. I mean, I work hard for my money. And you know what? The service sucked and the food sucked and there was no paper towels. What kind of place doesn't have paper towels? You have to wash your hands to go eat and they don't want you to dry your hands. I mean, right? I'm not going to not wash my hands. If I looked, I saw there was no paper towels, and now I'm like, I'm going to wipe it on my pants, and I'm going to walk out. It's going to look like my pants are wet. So I couldn't even impress you with that. I was like, I wasn't angry. I was being chivalry. I mean, I was defending you.
You threatened to burn the place down. I mean, how is that chivalrous? That's just threatening.
Okay. I think I shouldn't have said that. That was me getting frustrated because I was like, okay, the paper towels is one thing. The wine was another thing. The appetizer is another thing. The veal was another thing. I got so frustrated.
You gotta stop talking. I've heard this already. I heard it at the restaurant. I'm hearing it again. You're just repeating yourself. If you keep focusing on little insignificant things and being a rude ass to everybody, I don't know how women can stand to go on a date with you. It's no wonder you've been divorced twice.
Ooh.
What?
Whoa, wait. You just brought up my two divorces, my ex-wives. I shared that with you. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's rude. That's mean.
But that's an example. It's 2 strikes. And so this woman clearly couldn't deal with all of your crap, and neither can I.
My crap, because I want good customer service, because I'm at a restaurant and I want good customer service.
You can be a decent human being and be respectful about it.
You weren't respectful. You just brought up my ex-wife.
This isn't about you. This is about people in the service industry. You don't have to threaten people.
You know what? I'm in the sales industry. You know what? I take care of customers. They need to take care of customers. You should know this. I mean, we're in this industry.
Look, I don't even know what to say. I've stated my case. I don't know.
In the service industry, sometimes you have to put your foot down to get some respect. So I was doing that with the waiter and the restaurant. And you know what? I think you need to show me a little respect because you know what? I was defending you.
I think so too. That's why I'd like to ask Christina, would you like to go on a second date with Julian?
Holy crap.
We will pay for it.
Hell no, no, I don't.
You answered so quickly there.
Not if he's going to talk to me like that. No way.
Julian,
Are you sure? I mean, I could find you guys a great restaurant that Julian could burn down.
I'm going to pass on that.
You know what? If you want to settle for mediocre service, then you know what? Go date some schlep who will take you to the drive-thru. I want to go to a 4-star restaurant where they treat you like a customer. We're right. We are supposed to get this stuff. Come on. I mean, really. Think
You know
about that.
what? You know what? You've pushed the envelope so far. I was fine just not going another date with you, but you know what? I really don't want to do business with someone who has ethics like you.
Oh, now you're taking personal and you're putting it in business, really?
I'm going to tell the people I work with, my company will not be doing business with your company anymore.
Are you kidding me? Based on a date?
You know, it wasn't a date. It was your f***ing attitude that did it. I'm done with this conversation. Goodbye.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Julian,
Whoa, what just happened?
you didn't get a second date, and I think you might be losing your job soon, too, over this.
Because I want customer service?
Well, I think it's because you threatened to burn the place
people.
down.
Yeah. You're a total douchebag about it.
I apologize for the burning the place down. I mean, that was, it was one bad thing after another, and it pushed me beyond. But I mean, the rest of the stuff was all customer service. No paper towels, slow service, bad food, wrong glasses.
We know the list, man.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I like how his whole attitude changed when she said she didn't want to do business with him anymore. We're talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Stu Julian wanted to call Christina. They actually work together, their companies do. And he went out with Christina. She said she wasn't calling him back because he got a little aggressive the whole night. He was very picky about the wine, angry that they were out of paper towels in the bathroom, which I support him for completely. He even screamed at a waiter because he said he paid $40 for veal that he wouldn't feed to his dead grandma.
Oh, gosh, that says a lot because I feed a lot of veal to my dead
I
grandma.
know. And the thing about dead grandmas, they don't complain very much.
No,
they just kind of eat the veal.
I know.
That says a lot.
God.
Anyway, he also threatened to come back to the restaurant and burn it to the ground. He was so mad.
He sounds like a really reasonable guy, you guys. Real level-headed.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to date this guy?
Yes. There's no red flags there. What's her problem?
He claimed that his behavior was just defending Christina, saying that she deserved a good 4-star meal. He was going to burn the place down in her honor, I guess.
What a prince.
I mean,
Anyway.
there's romance written right there. I think there's a movie that goes like that.
Said no to a second date. And she also said that her company won't do business with him anymore.
Yeah.
Well, looks like that's a company that's about to get burned to the ground. So hopefully they have some
So